On average, 6 people die while climbing Mount Everest each year. Most of these deaths occur in what is called the death zone, area above 8,000 meters, where the air is so thin that the human body can no longer function properly. Mount Everest, the world's tallest mountain, is revered by many as a symbol of human achievement. But the mountain also has a dark side. Over the years, Mount Everest has claimed the lives of hundreds of people. Since the first recorded ascent of Mount Everest in 1953, there have been over 200 deaths on the mountain. Most of these have occurred in the death zone. While the death zone is incredibly dangerous, it is important to remember that it is also very small. Mount Everest is 8,848 meters tall, and the death zone only comprises the area above 8,000 meters. This means that less than 1% of the mountain is considered to be the death zone. Still, even such a small area can be deadly. The death zone is so named because it is extremely difficult and often impossible to rescue climbers who become stranded in this area. If a climber becomes injured or dies in the death zone, their body will most likely remain on the mountain forever. Climbing Mount Everest is no small feat, and it is important to be aware of the dangers before undertaking such a journey. If you are considering climbing Mount Everest, make sure to do your research and be prepared for the challenges that lie ahead. Here are some things to consider when climbing in the death zone. First, the death zone is so named because it is above 26,000 feet, the altitude at which the human body can no longer acclimatize to the thin air. This means that climbers in the death zone are constantly at risk of suffering from altitude sickness, which can lead to debilitating symptoms like headaches, nausea, dizziness, and even death. Second, the death zone is also home to some of the most extreme weather conditions on the planet. Temperatures can drop below -60 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds can reach up to 100 miles per hour. This combination of cold and wind can quickly lead to hypothermia, which can be deadly. Third, the death zone is extremely remote, and help is often hours or even days away. This means that if a climber is injured or becomes sick, it can be very difficult to get them the help they need in time. Fourth, the death zone is also home to some of the most treacherous terrain on the mountain. There are narrow ledges, steep drop-offs, and loose rocks, all of which can make climbing very dangerous. In short, the death zone on Mount Everest is an extremely dangerous place. If you're not prepared for the challenges it poses, you will not survive.